You won't believe the reason ASAP Rocky was released.
Rocky and two other American suspects were temporarily freed from a Swedish jail.
Fans were outraged when ASAP Rocky was taken into Swedish police custody last month, but it seems like all those worries are over now that he's been released. The ASAP detention has been some serious international news, so stay tuned for our take on everything. Welcome to Lime Report. Today we're showing you why ASAP Rocky has been released and just what it was that got him in there in the first place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment using the keyword FREE for a chance to win our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. If you've been following the ASAP drama in Sweden, then you'll know the case has drawn attention from huge names internationally, including Donald Trump and Kanye West. We've been told that Kim Kardashian reached out personally to the White House and got Trump involved with the Free Rocky momentum that was popping up on social media. Trump even sent a U.S. government official to Sweden to lobby for ASAP's release. At the end of the day, it looks like the international heat was enough for Sweden to back off a bit, because ASAP Rocky is officially out of Swedish custody. Keep watching to find out why. The Grammy-nominated rapper was let out of jail in Sweden on Friday and had this to say about it in an Instagram post. "Thank you from the bottom of my heart to all my fans, friends, and anyone across the globe who supported me during these last few weeks. I can't begin to describe how grateful I am for all of you. This has been a very difficult and humbling experience. I want to thank the court for allowing me, Blady, and Thodo to return to our family. And friends, thanks again for all of the love and support." ASAP Rocky's trial began on July 30th, where he pleaded not guilty to the charges he faced. After only 2 days of testimony, he was freed by the judge. Keep watching to find out why. He's free at the moment, but how long will that last? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of ASAP's Sweden adventure to explain exactly why he's walking free. ASAP Rocky began the European stretch of his Injured Generation tour on June 26th. Only 4 days later, on June 30th, Swedish news outlets were reporting that a world-renowned star had been involved in an incident to which the police had responded. The next day, on July 1st, footage of the incident began to bounce around the web, first on Reddit, then reposted by TMZ. The cat was officially out of the bag and the story took off all around the world. ASAP Rocky, trying to get ahead of the story with his own version of events, uploaded a clip of the incident to Instagram with the caption, "Hits security in face with headphones, then follows us." ASAP went on to perform at the Smash Music Festival in Sweden that night and was detained by Swedish authorities after the show was over. ASAP spent the whole month of July in Swedish custody, during which time his group members and fans all protested his treatment, claiming he was being held in solitary confinement. Adding insult to injury, the Swedish judge presiding over the case denied Rocky's temporary release at the time of the arrest, claiming that ASAP Rocky was a flight risk. So, ASAP was forced to remain in their custody until the investigation and trial was over. Keep watching to find out why. But now both are done, and ASAP is a free man. The judge said Friday that ASAP could await the verdict of the trial on his own terms. The court's verdict will be delivered on August 14th, so ASAP has about 2 guaranteed weeks of freedom ahead of him. The court's verdict could, of course, go either way, but one thing is certain: the massive attention this has caused has stained Sweden's reputation with the entertainment industry. Tyler, the Creator, tweeted in response to the events, "No more Sweden for me, ever." And Schoolboy Q responded to him with, "I'm not going no mo either." The incident has put serious scrutiny on Sweden, and there will no doubt be plenty of other performers that boycott the country over its handling of the case, not to mention politicians. Let's take a look at the political pressure that's been mounting there, because it's possible that had a lot to do with the judge's decision on Friday. The same week ASAP was taken into custody, a petition surfaced on the internet that demanded more humane conditions be met in the Swedish jail. A U.S. consulate visited Rocky in jail and said walking into that place was like walking into a toilet. The petition reached over 300,000 signatures in a matter of days, indicating this was an issue that wouldn't just go away for a huge number of people. After the petition got such attention, U.S. representatives began raising the issue. United States Congressman Hakeem Jeffries tweeted a message about racial and social equality, following it with the hashtag #FreeRocky. A week later, Kim Kardashian West reached out personally to the White House, and a Donald Trump spoke directly to Kanye West on the issue. Seemingly minutes later, Donald Trump was launching a relentless media campaign for the famous rapper's freedom. Trump tweeted, "Just spoke to Kanye West about his friend ASAP Rocky's incarceration. I will be calling the very talented Prime Minister of Sweden to see what we can do about helping ASAP Rocky. So many people would like to see this quickly resolved." It is interesting that Trump would jump on this bandwagon so quickly, considering his past comments and attitudes regarding people of color. But some argue this is a chance for him to garner support of those who he had otherwise ostracized. Perhaps it's all too little too late for the President of the United States in that department, but he has certainly thrown himself headfirst into the Free Rocky movement. Although Trump offered to vouch for Rocky's bail personally in a conversation with the Swedish Prime Minister, but Sweden does not operate on a cash bail system. The judge decreed that ASAP would spend the following 2 weeks in their custody pending the results of the investigation, since they deemed him a flight risk. Because of that decision, ASAP Rocky had to cancel his upcoming show dates throughout Europe, upsetting fans worldwide and drawing even more attention to Sweden. ASAP Rocky's mother issued a statement following the 2-week extension saying, "I don't want to play the race card, but that's what it's looking like. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck." On the 22nd of July, Swedish authorities declared they had concluded their investigation into the incident, which left them with a 3-day window to decide whether he should be charged with a crime, detained longer, or immediately released. Unfortunately for ASAP Rocky and his fans, Sweden decided to charge ASAP Rocky with assault. The Swedish public prosecutor told reporters the events in question constitute a crime despite claims of self-defense and provocation. The maximum sentence for the crime is 2 years in a Swedish prison, as well as a fine which is calculated based off of ASAP's earnings. In Sweden, financial punishments are accorded to one's income. For example, if a millionaire is pulled over for speeding, their ticket will be dramatically more costly than that of a coffee shop clerk. This system ensures more financial equality in the courts of law. Following the announcement of the charges, Trump took to Twitter to express his discontent with the Prime Minister of Sweden, saying, "Very disappointed in Prime Minister Stefan Löfven for being unable to act. Sweden has let our African-American community down in the United States. I watched the tapes of ASAP Rocky, and he was being followed and harassed by troublemakers. Treat Americans fairly. #FreeRocky." He followed that with another tweet saying, "Give ASAP Rocky his freedom. We do so much for Sweden, but it doesn't seem to work the other way around. Sweden should focus on its real crime problem. #FreeRocky." The video Trump is referring to went viral in the wake of the incident. In it, ASAP Rocky can be seen telling the assault victim to leave them alone. The individual is complaining about a pair of broken headphones that he himself had struck one of ASAP's security guards with. After an uncertain amount of time, the video cuts, and the man is still following and arguing the ASAP mob. After a final cut, the crew has thrown the man into the street and begins to carry out the acts that landed them in Swedish jail. ASAP has always maintained self-defense in the event, saying that his fame and his personal past makes him intensely paranoid about strangers. That, coupled with the man's erratic behavior, led Rocky and his squad to fear for their own safety, he said while detained in Sweden. It's a good case for self-defense, so we'll see how it all shakes out on August 14th when the trial's verdict will be announced. That said, there's been a lot of talk in the media about the race factor in Sweden, a country where white is the overwhelming majority demographic, and how that may impact ASAP's shot at a fair trial. One thing is for certain, before the month of August is over, we'll all know if ASAP is bound to spend the next 2 years in Swedish prison. A 2-year sentence, especially abroad, would be devastating to fans and to the rapper's career. ASAP has already missed the dates of his hotly anticipated European tour, leaving hundreds of thousands of people enraged at the Swedish government. Guilty or not, ASAP Rocky's stint in Swedish jail has been a serious media spotlight over the month of July, and soon it will all be over. Released on Friday, he's free to await the verdict of the trial outside of Sweden, a stark change in opinion from the judge. This could secretly mean good news. Let's take a minute now to break that down, so be sure to keep watching. If the judge thought ASAP was a flight risk and he refused to allow him out on his own reconnaissance, why would he release him now pending a verdict? If the judge believes that ASAP will be found innocent of the charges, then there would be no reason to keep ASAP detained. If the judge thought that Rocky would be found guilty, then he would want to keep him behind bars as long as possible. Therefore, it's likely that ASAP Rocky will be free and clear after the verdict is declared, something which his fans are no doubt overjoyed about. Maybe he'll even start up another European tour to make up for missing this one. Although one thing's for certain, he'll be skipping Sweden this time around. What do you think will happen? Will ASAP Rocky be found guilty or innocent? Do you think the charges are fair? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to mention the keyword FREE for a shot at our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Drop a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an important update on the things you care about. This has been Lime Report. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Trying to show up, you gotta take that home. Wow.
Things need changing.
Just talking about that suddenly,
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
How the hell do you do your show
Turned up
when you have asthma? Like,
I mean, I did that one time and I left instantly after that because I ain't had no more money to throw. I'm dead serious, bro.
They said you've been in the Illuminati.
it's one of my favorite tracks.
Thank you.
You know,
You have good taste, my friend. Very rare.
that is very personal. You know,
that.
I hit the pump.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
have a pump next to you?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Always?
Usually on the side of the stage, so I hit the pump.
So they think that you over here wilding out. You're like, mean,
You probably
never
might have
addressed
called
none
me
of that.
Illuminati back in the day. Don't front. Like,
He might
yeah.
have said your clothes was too tight.
Can you tell me, like, when you first wrote it, you know, obviously the concept is obvious, but, you know, when did you first put